As many of us know today, the ocean is an important part of our ecosystem. Though, did you know only about 5% of the ocean has been discovered? That means that the ocean still holds many mysteries. Today I'm here to inform you about the ocean and some of the mysteries that we have discovered and uncovered. The ocean plays a big part in our world today. The ocean produces about 50 to 75% of the oxygen that is derived in the air today. Not only does it do that, it absorbs some of the carbon dioxide. It is important to understand new parts of the ocean and learn as much as we can in order to preserve it. Today I'm going to explain the discovery of these hydrothermal vents and underwater adaptation that have been formed as a result of these vents. Many people don't understand what a hydrothermal vent is. Underwater volcanoes, they will spread to the ridges of tectonic plates near the Earth's surface and will produce hot springs. These hydrothermal vents are formed as a result of seawater going down into Earth's crust. The seawater that goes down into Earth's crust spreads towards these tectonic plates and that either move away or towards each other. The water then will get heated up by hot magma and then produce these hydrothermal vents. In an academic journal by Alex D. Rogers and Paul Tyler, they discovered that these vents will produce high-temperature black smokers. But not only that, they have their own community of organisms that live near these black smokers. They discovered these ecosystems host animals that are found nowhere else. They derive their energy not from the sun, but from bacterial oxidation from chemicals that are produced by these hydrothermal vents and are able to form small communities of organisms. These hydrothermal vents have these black smokers and white smokers. Black smokers are usually high in sulfide, where white smokers usually contain calcium, barium, and silicon. These temperatures in the white smokers are lower than the ones in the black. Now that I have explained what a hydrothermal vent is, all that is left is to explain the organisms that live near these hydrothermal vents and their adaptations that have been formed. As I said before, these organisms form a little community near these vents. In an article by Michael G. Newber, he also explains the adaptation of these organisms throughout. To withstand these high temperatures, there is a type of invertebrate that lives near these vents. These invertebrates come from a family of worms. These invertebrates are called Avalide. They live on the sides of these black smokers. These black smokers are now up to 105 degrees Celsius in temperature. These worms' bodies have adapt to thermal stability by releasing enzymes that increase the occupancy of in warmer habitats. They adapt their membranes also. There is also a species of shrimp that is referred to as Remicus exfoliate. They also swarm near these black smokers. They have photoreceptive organs that glow. These organs can be seen from the shrimp's eyes. These photosurfaces can be seen as rich visual pigment. These are where the shrimp glow. The pigment is also referred to as rosasvin. These shrimp cannot form an image, but they move around by detecting light. Now that we have discussed the organisms' adaptations to the environment around them and creating an ecosystem around these hydrothermal vents, it is important to understand that the ocean makes up an important part of the world today, and there are still many places to discover. While only 95% of the ocean hasn't been discovered, we can look back at the discovery of hydrothermal vents. These vents provide a stepping stone to scientists in order to figure out the different evolutions of life. We can see this through the shrimp and the worms. They give humans the ability to adapt, to see how we can adapt to conditions if we need. In order to preserve the ocean, we must take a part of learning new facts. The ocean can be a scary place to most people, but it also can be a new way to learn things. Who knows what is out there and what can be discovered? Thank you for your time.